Yo, what is up, guys? Your boy Pick'em MMA. We're back with another one. In this video, we're gonna go over best bets for UFC Vegas 92. We're gonna be back in Dana Dungeon for another fight night card. Dana White's already said he's gonna get rid of the Apex this year, so hopefully we're not gonna have the Apex. We're probably not gonna have a lot of fights because they're gonna have to really stack up those fight night cards now because they're gonna have to sell some tickets. So let's see how that goes for the UFC since we're not gonna be back in the Apex later this year maybe. But we also got Dana White Contender Series coming up this year. I can't wait for that. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fights on Tuesdays, so I can't wait for that either. It's gonna be probably starting in August. We also got Road to the UFC this week, so I'm not really covering UFC Road to UFC right now. I don't think maybe I'll be watching it just to see some prospects that are coming off Road to UFC. But before we get into it, guys, make sure you guys do me a favor, hit the like down below, sub to the channel, guys. We're trying to work our way to 1,500 subscribers. We're getting really close, man. We're almost at like over 1,400 subscribers, and I appreciate each one of you guys that have hit the sub button already. And now let's get into it, guys. Let's talk about UFC St. Louis. Now, I didn't have the best week at UFC St. Louis. I was down with like 1.4 units. That's like a unit is 100 Canadian for me, so I was down like 140, $140. So best bets, we had lock. We had Woodson buy decision. I gave you guys a plus money prop on Woodson on the lock of the week, and obviously the best bets were win 3 and 2 in best bets. We hit on the McKinney versus Herbowicz under 1.5. I told you guys this was gonna be easy under 1.5 rounds because that's the way McKinney fights, and the way McKinney fights, he kind of forces you to go out there finish him, or he's gonna go out there get a finish over you. So brutal for McKinney, man. He got absolutely sent to the shadow realm, and Herbowicz absolutely killed him. I mean, that was brutal, man. I like McKinney, but Herbowicz is that guy, man. Herbowicz is a serious contender at 155. We had Hadley versus Johnson fight to go the distance. I should have played Johnson distance. It was plus 200. I was thinking about it. I just didn't end up pulling the trigger. I had the over 2.5 in a parlay, and I told you guys to go bet that fight goes the distance because every Johnson fight goes the distance. Normally, we hardly ever see Johnson going out there getting a finish, and this is no different. We missed Ruzi Boyev as an underdog. I mean, I wanted to give you guys a good underdog to bet on. I should have probably given you guys Johnson because he went out there. At least he fought for your money, right? And he got the job done in St. Louis. Ruzi Boyev looked terrible, man, and I gotta stop fading Buckley because Buckley's been looking pretty good out there recently. I had a Borshev. Obviously, Borshev pick didn't age well for me, and Hooper looked great out there, man. Hooper's actually like making a ton of improvements now, and Hooper's looking great out there. We missed on the parlay of the week. Woodson moneyline or Besky moneyline or Besky just had a good first round. Dropped Farah, just couldn't really keep up the pace, and it's crazy that Farah was able to keep up that pace in the second, third round at 39 years old. So good on Farah, man. Look great out there. And I only had Rumbeski in the one parlay. I had him by a knockout also, which was the prop of the week, plus 140. He dropped him, just couldn't really finish, just couldn't really get the finish over him. But let's talk about some guy. I think some guy in the comments like a week back was like, "Oh, you talk about your wins and lock of the week. You never talk about your losses." Bro, I post my like lock of the week history on the in the community post. So to the guy that was like talking about me now like owning up to my losses and lock of the weeks, bro, they're right here. Since I've been picking the lock of the week, this is the full like all my picks and lock of the week history. I mean, so we are 4-1 in the last 5 fights. We missed a Nicolau. That was the only lock that we missed on in the last 5 UFC wins. And before that, we had a three fighter skid. I picked Luke over Buckley. I picked Puello as an underdog. I picked Dulgarian. Obviously, Dulgarian. I think Dulgarian won the fight, but it was a close fight. I think it was a bad decision, but that's the fight game. But we're 8-4 in the last 12 lock of the week. So there it is, man. For the guy that was like wondering, oh, it's talking about how I don't bring up my losses, bro. There it is. I mean, now you can fucking sleep, well, I guess. Alright, man. Let's talk about next week now. So lock of the week for UFC Vegas 92 is gonna be none other than I'm gonna go with Grimbo, man. I was having second thoughts about picking Grimbo as a lock, but because the submission defense is lacking, he's been subbed twice. Can he get subbed in the first round if he makes a mistake? I mean, it's a fight game, anything can happen. But I really do feel like the UFC is doing him a favor here. I mean, he probably wants to fight the contenders at a 170, but they're giving him someone that hasn't fought in 2 years. I mean, it's a favorable matchup. I feel like Hermes hasn't really been active. I mean, even though he's a really good grappler, he's got like all wins by submission in the first round. I just feel like Rimbo's gonna be smart enough, man. His team is gonna have a decent plan for him to not go out there and like grapple in the first round, maybe strike with the Ramirez in the first round. I think Rimbo's got better. I mean, he's got the reach advantage. He's got also more physically stronger. I feel like than Ramirez. As much of a grappling edge that Ramirez has, I mean, we haven't seen him fight in 2 years. And he's only 30 years old, so maybe he goes out there, looks better, proves me wrong. But I'm gonna go with Grimbo, man, lock of the week. I was not gonna pick him as a lock of the week at minus 200 because that line was way too wide. But at minus 135, man, I think is a great play. Like at this line, you're like I guess we can find out if his defensive grappling skills are there. So I like Grimbo as a lock of the week. So that's gonna be our lock of the week. Let's see if we can hit 3 in a row for lock of the week. I'm not really gonna give you guys a plus money prop here because he can win by decision. He can also get a knockout like we see in his last fight. I think decision is more likely, but money line is basically almost even money, so might as well take the money line, right? All right, guys. Now let's talk about best bets that I have for you guys. Best bet number one is gonna be Abus by TKO plus 125. Man, I like Abus a lot by TKO. I gotta play on Abus by TKO. I'm not really parlaying his money line because I don't really trust that minus 300, minus 400 money line. But the way he's gonna go out there get it done. I mean, can he go out there get a submission? I mean, maybe, right? Like he's got submission skills. We've seen him take Strickland's back and maybe looking for that rear naked choke. But I think he's gonna be live for a KO. Probably I'm gonna say a head kick KO over Worley, and that's gonna be the best bet on the card. Abu Magomedov by TKO. Hopefully he goes out there get the job done. If he doesn't get the job done, he might get cut from the UFC because they're paying him a ton of money to keep him around in the UFC. They're hoping to maybe put him on the. I mean, they're putting him in the prelims, so I'm guessing they want him to get a highlight reel and put him maybe on the main card next time. Maybe headline like a fight night card or something like that. I could see them doing something like that if he goes out there gets another highlight reel like he did in his he did in his UFC debut. I mean, all right, guys. Next best bet on the card is gonna be under 1.5 round in that Sai versus Toko's fight. I like this a lot, man. I think Toko's. I mean, even when he's out there fighting the better competition, he's out there losing, man. He's been knocked out. He's lost a decision to a horrible fighter, to an absolute journeyman, and he's taking this fight as an opportunity to make it to the UFC. I mean, this is a big opportunity, right? Like Sai's last opponent, Turkoli, couldn't really make it to the fight. I mean, he just pulled out, I guess. I don't know what happened there. But now Toko's is, I mean, we've seen him. I don't know if you guys watched Road to UFC. We've seen him fight on Road to the UFC. He fought Min Yang Jang, and I picked Min Yang Jang in his UFC debut because I knew how tough Min Yang Jang is, and I knew he's got a decent chin. Toko's was cracking Min Yang Jang in the first round, but Min Yang Jang has a good chin on him. He's able to absolutely knock him out stiff. I mean, Toko's was out cold, so I mean, I could see Sai knocking him out or in the first round. I could see him taking him down, grounding, pounding him out. And Toko's just taking this in short notice. So I don't really think this fight's going to go past the first round, in my opinion. Unless Sai is like really careful, doesn't really fight to his full potential. But I think this is a good matchup for Sai, man. And I think this guy, Toko's, is just taking this fight to make some money, to make some easy money. Taking this as an opportunity to make the UFC. He's probably going to get a couple more fights. Maybe they signed him with a 4-fight contract. Maybe they can use the Tokos to build some guys off at a light heavyweight. I could see them doing that. All right, guys. Next best bet on the card is gonna be under 1.5 rounds in the Nolan versus Martinez fight. I think this is gonna go under 1.5. Man, most of Tom Nolan fights have gone under 1.5. Even when he's going out there getting the job done, it's under 1.5 rounds. Even when he's going out there winning fights or losing fights, he lost that fight to Nicholas Mota. It went under 1.5 rounds. So I like the way Nolan fights. I mean, can he go out there and fight more patiently this time because he got starts in that UFC debut? I think that was just more of UFC debut jitters for Nolan. I see Nolan getting the job done. I think he's gonna go out there get the job done. So I'm gonna go under 1.5. Then the money line's at minus 500. I'm just hoping he goes out there, gets an early first round TKO. I think he's gonna use that length. He's gonna use that reach. He's gonna get that first round TKO. So that's gonna be our next best bet. Alright, guys. Fourth best bet on the card is gonna be Angela Hill, man. Angela Hill, like, she's really durable, man. I feel like she's gonna be able to survive that first round. Pinheiro is dangerous in the first round. Once that first round goes by, I don't think Pinheiro really has a backup plan. Now, I was thinking about making Angela Hill my lock of the week, but 39 years old, women's MMA. I mean, I have never picked a lock of the week women's MMA other than the Tamir Zudol when C5 Monster and Don. That was my like first ever women's MMA, and I was like, I'm never picking another women's MMA lock of the week. But I was considering Angela Hill, man. I think she's tough enough. She's got all this experience at 39 years old, and I think she's gonna be able to take the fight over in the second, third round. It could be a close fight though, but I like Angela Hill as a best bet. I think this is a good. I mean, by decision is only plus 100, so you might as well take the money line. I don't think Angela Hill. I mean, we got a lot of big favorites on this card, so I don't think Angela Hill at this line is pretty solid. All right, guys. So those are the best bets. And now let's talk about parlays, man. Let's talk about parlays for this card. I don't have the graphics made for parlays, so we're gonna make some parlays right now, and maybe we'll do some Bellator and UFC parlays. So let's do a UFC parlay right now. So I like the over 2.5 rounds in this one. I think you can go with the over 2.5 rounds in this one. You can also go with the over 2.5 rounds in the Alating Healy fight. I think this fight's also gonna go over 2.5 rounds. Damn, it's 141 for that 2 leg. And you can go with I think this fight's also gonna go over 2.5 rounds, but Carnelosi's dangerous, so I mean the over 2.5 is like minus 275. And then you can go with Sai. Sai is actually a big white favorite now. He was like minus 285 earlier in the week. I did parlay him before his opponent pulled out. I mean, I did parlay him when he was supposed to fight Tricoli, but that fight ended up being canceled. I had that parlay with what is it called, under 1.5 rounds, that Nolan fight. So I'm not gonna make much there on that 2 leg parlay, but I should have parlayed him, but I liked under 1.5 rounds in that fight more. And yeah, I like my lock of the week. I mean, Grimbo plus 291 for that 4 leg parlay. I think that can cash. I think that can really cash that 4 leg parlay. If you want to juice it up more, maybe put Patch Mix in there. Plus 408. I mean, I like Patchy Mix. I think he's gonna win for sure. But fighting a dangerous Russian guy, he already beat this guy in the past, but I think he's gonna win too. If you want to juice it up even more, you can go with Slim. Go with Archie Kogan. Plus 454. If you want to go absolute degen, I would maybe do like what's the under. I mean, this could go the distance. I mean, I like Patchy Mix as a money line. Go with the this fight's probably cancelled. I think this fight's cancelled now. Under 2.5 rounds in the Aspen Lad fight. I think it goes under. They don't have the unders. Over 0. I mean over. I think it goes over. But Steenis. I think Steenis is gonna win too. And then we'll do some UFC fighters in here. So Grimbo, Omar Sy. I think Omar Sy is definitely gonna win. The Cody. I think the Cody's gonna win too. I'm pretty confident the Cody to win, get the job done. Under 2.5 rounds in this one. Plus 218. And we'll go with the Angela Hill. We'll go with my lock of the week Rainbow. Plus 829. I mean, that's not bad. That's absolute degen parlay. Keep your parlays like to maximum, like maybe 2-3 leg parlays. But I like the best bets this week. I'm pretty confident in the best bets this week. So if you guys enjoy this best bets video, make sure you guys drop a like on this video, guys. Help your boy out with the YouTube algorithm. And I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate all the members already on the channel. Let me give some shout outs to the members, man. Let me fucking bring up some members. So we got a couple of members on the channel, and we got like over 30 members I think on the channel. So let me give some shout outs to the members. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate the support as always. And make sure you guys come hang out with me in the live streams. I go live almost every single night. I mean, not every single night, but I go live like throughout multiple times throughout the week. And let me give some shout outs. So shout out to Mr. Maxim. Shout out to Andrew Hawley. I appreciate that, brother. Shout out to your UFC Casual, Girthy Meats, Cameron 13, Sean Siege, F Japa 20, Western Mass Climber, Crimey, Mishap MMA, Ben Garcia, Pretty Flacco, Useless, Greg Durham, Rigo, Ernie B, The Big G, Boss Gags, Ernesto Perfecto, 5 Ram. Make sure you guys go check out 5 Ram, man. Me and him break down fights later in the week. Me and him will probably do another show for this card, probably Saturday or maybe Friday. Infected Lane. I mean, shout out to Lane also. Tomo, Latrell Spencer, Luis Empereno, Angela Rosendahl, and Nate Brown also, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate the support as always. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Take it easy, guys. Hope you guys best of luck on all your bets this week. I hope you guys make some good money this week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.